So, hi guys, good evening. This is Keith, and I work as a VA for over 6 years. And today I just want to share with you guys what I do every day as an executive assistant slash customer success manager. So, if you are an aspiring VA and you are curious what VA do, then this video is perfect for you. So, first, of course, I start everything by setting up all the tools that I need. So I will just open Chrome, and then another one browser is Safari because my AI like ChatGPT is here in Safari. And then this is the other thing that I really like from MacBook because you have this option here that you can just set up your screen into three different parts. I can also do the same thing here on my main screen. So I will open WhatsApp since that is the main tool that we use to communicate with our partners. And then I I just let this one here um open because I don't know if you can see it, but I have here my transparent calendar, the weather today. I have my reminders here so I can easily see them. So far I already have everything here. So the next thing that I will be doing is to open the Gmail, and then I will also open the CRM that we use, which is the HubSpot. And then I will open as well the tools that I use for my US phone number, the queue, and then the last part I will open our Google Drive. And then I will open my master list or my master tracker. My master tracker, I'm the one who created this. I set up automations to automate everything. So if I will expand it, as you can see, this is the deal tracker. This is the master deal tracker I created for me to easily manage all the transactions. As you can see, we have a lot of transactions going on here. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we always have our deal meeting. So it's a meeting of all the members who involve in every deals. So during our meeting, what I do just to make sure that I don't miss anything is that, because sometimes, especially me, I will honestly share with you guys that my brain is not really good in remembering things. I can easily forget everything in just few minutes. So that's why this additional tool, this is a very perfect tip for you guys to do, is that if you are using an iPhone or an Apple phone or devices, then you have your notes, right? So here, you just need to open your notes. It can be from your MacBook or from your phone or from your iPad. And then you can go ahead and click this like attach icon. And then from here, you have a option to record an audio. And what I like the most from notes from Apple is that they will transcribe your audio records. So once I got the meeting recorded and I got the transcript, I just copy the transcript and then I go to our um, chat GPT, or not our, it's my chat GPT because they don't know that I'm doing this. That's why I'm sharing it with you guys because this is a really good trick. So I just go to our chat GPT, and from my chat GPT, I already have my chat here, exclusive only for summarizing meetings. So I already added a prompt. So I don't need to enter the prompt all the time for this chat because this chat is already trained what to do. So I will just go ahead and copy and paste the transcription, and it will give me the summary of the meeting, and it will highlight what are being discussed and what are the actions that I should be taking and my other members should take as well, because I oversee their work too. So that's how I got everything, because every properties that we discussed during our meeting, it will be captured as well, so I will not miss anything. But of course, you should not depend on the recording itself. You still need to listen, because sometimes your boss will ask you some questions, and if you're not listening, then you're not able to answer the questions, right? So you still need to listen during the meeting, of course. And then I always check the volume of the conversations that I have inside WhatsApp. So Monday, it's a busy day for me, so I will have a lot of pending messages here on WhatsApp that I need to respond, transactions that I need to track on. And after that, I will also check my Gmail just to see the volume of emails that I need to respond today as well. And once I got the information, I will check my calendar too to see if I have any meetings. So it can be a virtual meeting or a phone calls. After that, I will check the chat. Like for example, here I open one of the markets. Markets, it means like every state in US that we have a partner as a buyer agent for us to look for property to buy. And if there is a new properties here that we started negotiating, so I will just open my second Chrome browser for me to open our partnered spreadsheets. So here I will go ahead and look for this market, like for example, Augusta. So I open now their file. So these are the list of the properties that they reviewed and submitted the offer. So I will just search for the property that we started our negotiation. And once I found the property from their spreadsheet, then I will move them to my deal tracker master list. I will just move it here, and then I will start tracking the counter offer. So what is the counter offer? So since we submitted our initial offer for the properties that are listed, for example, we first offer 50,000 to buy the property, and then the seller will say, we will reject the 50K, but we will be countering at 60,000. So those are the offer that our buyer agent will send us through WhatsApp, like this property they countered at 60, so what's our decision? So I will go ahead and add that one here. So I will enter the counter price, and I will assign it to our CEO, so that before midday, I already have the list of all the properties that we received some counter offer, and then I will let our CEO review all the counters and respond to it before the end of the day. So I always do some follow up, because I am the one who will be responding back to the buyer's agent with our second offer. So that's what I do. And I work closely with our lead gen, because it will affect my work, since I have my target of properties to close every month. So if our agent will give us less inventory or less on market properties that our buyer agent to work with, I will contact our lead gen, and I will request like, hey, what's going on? Why we don't have much listings added to the markets or to our buyer's agent spreadsheet? We need to add more. When I started here, they don't have a deal tracker master list. So we started 10 markets, and before we manually open 10 different spreadsheets every time, just to see if we have any counter offer, to respond to it, and it's very time consuming. That's why I started asking myself, like, how can I make this one better and more streamlined and more organized? Because opening 10 spreadsheet per day and then shifting to different spreadsheet all the time and making some changes all the time, it can lead to a lot of mistakes and errors. That's why I come up with this idea to create a master list for all the properties that we negotiating. So we only have one spreadsheet that we need to open to see our active negotiations, how much properties we terminated. I also have my own analytics here. I don't know if you can see this one. So I always know the numbers of how much negotiation, how much is under contract, how much is closing for each specific markets that we have. So when I started, we have 10 markets, as I mentioned. And then when I joined in, we got 20 markets, because as part of my role is to also call real estate professionals and see if they'd like to partner with us to be the local buyer agent in the area. We also have our weekly catch up with all the professionals from each market. So we do a face-to-face virtual meeting, but sometimes if they are outside, then the camera will just turn off, and I'm totally okay with that. And yeah, so that's what I do. And for the for the email, I just respond to emails, of course. And then I make some phone calls, and every time I make some phone calls, I am using my headset. And then, of course, from the customer success manager side, I just since we also have a different business where we do some rental properties, and we are looking for organizations that can help us have some tenants to all the available rental properties we have. So I will be calling organizations where they have a housing program for low-income Americans, and I will be trying to partner with them so that whenever they have clients or participants who are actively looking for a rental properties, we are the main person or main business that they will reach out and check for any available properties that we can share with them, that their clients and participants can review and see if it's something that they like to get. So there are days that I will be so busy. There are some days that the counter offer that we will be getting is like 15, 20 counters, and we will just be responding back and forth. And sometimes there will be an issue closing the deal because there is some documents that need to be signed, and we need that one. So yeah, that's how I do my work. So it involves transparency to communicate with our CEO, with our other members, with our clients and partners, phone calls, virtual meetings, organizing everything. So those are the things that I do. I hope that this video will give you an idea of what virtual assistant do and see if this is something that you are into. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions or you have something that you want me to cover, then just let me know. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Thank you.